Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and it's good enough for Donald Trump, it's good enough to get me in. Anyway, he's going about parts of London where you can't go. Well, he should try coming down where I work in Stoke Newington. Because there's a gang there who are running it, running the organisation. They call themselves Stokies. They're basically white middle class property owning people. And what they've done to it, there's a place called Church Street, and they've organicised it. They've got organic restaurants, organic pubs, organic funeral directors, organic hardware stores. So you sell them like an organic, like coffee, organic, like croissant with cinnamon. But there is no croissants, there is no organic. It's bullshit. They're selling you into something, you know? I suppose it makes you feel good, you know, rather than people eat at McDonald's and Greg's the Bakers. And another thing down there, they've also taken over the park, Lissold Park, where I work. And so they jog around all the time. It's like all lycra, bouncy ponytails. And they've got these things on their arms. I'm not sure what they are. Is it to keep in contact with the office or to CPR in case they have a stroke or something in the park? And so they're there everywhere, and they're sort of two sorts. They either work in HR or consultancy, which is good because if you go to university and you don't get your grades, like you can't be a doctor or a barrister, you can always go and work in consultancy or HR. Because you get the opportunity to talk out your arse all day long and send emails talking bollocks. I hope if I've offended anyone good, I'll do my job. Anyway, so what they do is, like, they're just taking over the whole area, you know, it's like to make it nice and pleasurable for their children, Pippa and Tarquin, you know. So long as they can price out the lower priced people and the ethnic minorities. And if anyone asks, they vote Liberal Democrats, okay? So these people, like, they've taken over the whole area. I don't mind that. I've not even got a problem with that, you know. But it's sort of like, they've got this sort of like cults there. It's called the cult of Supla. Well, they check their property price, and it's run by their guru, that Kirsty woman who was on location. The one who used to look nice, but now lets herself go. So she sits on the sofa at night in, like, baggy t-shirt and leggings. It covers all sitting. She can get away with that. And there's sort of people, you know, like, they interview at jobs, don't they? And there's like either one called Zoe, and the other one's either called Matt or Tim. So you go through an interview and they work with like HR. Hello, my name's Zoe, I'm from HR, and this is my colleague Tim, or Matt, whoever it might be. I haven't decided. And you stand there and they ask you these bollocky questions why you want the job. Well, yeah, I need to pay my fucking bills and pay for my ex-wife. That's why. And then there's one of them ticking a box, and apparently it's all this psychoanalyst cobblers, you know, work out what sort, whether you're a psycho killer or a rapist or something, or whether you fit into their ideals of the ideal person. And so she says to me, Zoe, from HR, human retards, she goes, hello, Mr. Cat, how do you feel you would fit into our corporate identity, philosophy, engagement, policy? What the fucking... Sorry? Could you repeat that, please, Zoe? And she did. So I thought, okay. So I quoted her some Cicero in Latin from the Trials. And her and Matt looked at me totally bemused, and she said, I'm sorry, when you're talking to me like that, I don't understand. I said, well, if you translate the Cicero from Latin, it actually makes sense. Philosophers and lawmakers have got inspiration from it, but you're talking to me in complete total fucking bollocks, and you expect me to be impressed with it. So, you know, you get the job, alright, so you get the job. Are you a team player? In the box, out the box, long grass, short grass. Yeah, I'm an expert at that. Push the envelope, blue sky, thinking. Fucking hell, don't you people speak grammatical English at any point in your pathetic lives? So anyway, I get the job, if I do get the job, right, so what do? So, I get into I join the Supla crowd, don't I? With the Stoke Newington, by something I can't really afford financially, but then again, my partner, she wants it, because, you know, well, we need to go up in the world, Mr. Cat. So you're working your arse off, working your arse off, working your arse off, and then we're going back to this thing. Are you a team player? Engage. Yeah. Do you know what your friends do in IT and HR and finance? They say that you're a complete cunt when they're going having their coffee and their fag breaks. So you can get all that team player politics for a start. And then you've got your line manager, some 10-year-old, that is a nod to Ed Reardon, by the way, who's saying, no, you're not really meeting your targets. Not meeting your targets. Maybe we need to get a younger man named Richard, Mr. Cat. Meow, meow. So you work all the hours God give, and your partner goes, I never see you anymore. I never see you anymore. So you wanted to move into this upclass location, what Mr. Kirsty of location said, I didn't want to move here. So you do that. And like you're gasping, and you're struggling, and she goes, oh, I don't know where this relationship is going, already done. So she goes out on the girls' nights out, and she goes with Tim from IT, and said, well, I had a few whiskies with Tim, and we had some more wine, and he was so understanding and everything, and basically I fucked him at the end of the night, because I always fancied him anyway. So then you find out, and you're like, you're not pleased with it, so you start drinking more, and you think, now, what's this about, having this bloody mortgage I can't afford? But if you think about it, at the end of the day, you're going to release your equity, yeah. When you retire, and then you get dementia, then you start smelling of piss and shit, and your own children don't want you living with them, because they just spent £15,000 on a new sofa. I don't want your dad here, he stinks. But he's my dad, I don't care, I don't want him here. And it's not good for the kids. It's not good for Tarquin and Pippa. They don't like him. So they pack you off to a care home. He'd be happier there. People his own age, he'd like that. So they pack you off there. Of course, you have to sell up your house that you spent most of your life butting your balls trying to pay off. And when you get into the home, you get some people there. English is not their first language. So they tie you to a chair. You sit in this chair all day, tied into it. They haven't got time for you. So you'll sit on your own faeces and urine. And what happens then? You get bed sores. And when you get bed sores, you get septicemia. And when you get septicemia, you get pneumonia. And only then do they cart you off to the hospital. And when you go to the hospital, in your little clipboard at the end of your bed, they write on it, do not read sus. Because I think, well, this old cunt's going to die anyway, can't get any more fucking text stories out of this fucker, look at it. No wonder I can't use there's too many of these old fuckers, do not read sus. Well, that's good, isn't it? So, and you think about this, and like, this is your future, man. And I don't really know what else to say, but anyway, if anyone wants to come on for a cinnamon roll and an organic coffee, you can always come home with me, so I love you all. Remember, corporate identity engagement philosophy, it's complete bullshit, but if you work in HR consultancy, use it all the time, you'll go far.
Important things there, because this age thing, getting older, you probably think that it's something that happens very gradually, but it happens very suddenly, you know. 1 minute you're lovely lazy there.